Hey everybody, this is Grace, and I just went to CVS to get some Advil. Then I also bought some socks. And then I went to Whataburger and got me a patty melt. I love their patty melts. It's the best patty melt anywhere around. That's basically all I like from there, but besides their biscuits and gravy. Yeah, I like that too. Can't have that too much though. I haven't had it in a long while. And then I'm sitting here readjusting my weight. As you know, some of you know, I fell about, about almost 10 days ago, I guess, and busted my left knee, fell on my left knee really hard on hardwood floor. Oh my goodness, seriously. I slipped forward, bam, right on that knee. All of my weight on that knee. You would think I could have both knees like I did before 2.5 years ago. Fell because it wasn't my fault. On a concrete sidewalk, part of it had lifted up on one end. Yeah. Anyway, so I've been on Tylenol since then. And you can't take Tylenol. This is what I've heard. I'm not a healthcare professional, so I'm not giving any medical advice or any of that. I'm just telling what I know. And I just verified it with a pharmacist. That, and it says it on the bottle, how many days you can take it and all that stuff. So I'm running too close to that, so I had to go out and get some Advil. What I had always heard was you switch from, you take it as directed, or whatever your doctor says, and you switch. Stop taking the one Tylenol, then like Tylenol, and then go to Advil or whatever it is, whatever kind they suggest. That's what my pharmacist suggested, that I take that I'd already picked it up, the Advil, and she said, yeah, for me to watch it because I take what used to be called baby aspirin, but it's a low dosage aspirin, and she said be careful, watch for any symptoms or anything like that, and she said it would actually probably be better for me, the Advil, because of this, that, and the other. I don't know what yours would tell you, but that's what she's told me, and to use ice packs and so on and so forth. But hopefully, I woke up last night, and in the middle of the night, I didn't take one before I went to bed, and anything before I went to bed. And I woke up this morning, and I was feeling better. I was thinking maybe, finally I've relaxed enough that it made it feel better. But of course, right after I was up for a while, and somebody's going to come and bug the crap out of me. But anyway, had to get out of there. But anyway, it felt better. But of course, after I was up and on it for a while, I knew that was going to happen. But yeah. Anyway, when I went into the CVS to go buy it, it was a little stiff, but it was hard to put shoes on. And as soon as the socks that I had worn, just bought them, just new, those fluffy socks, not at CVS, at another store, and it decided the toe was going to have a hole in it, one of them, the left one, big hole. It's like that's not the first one. So while I was in there, I bought some socks, and if I hadn't bought the socks, I would have gotten my Advil for free. I had that $10 coupon, store coupon. What, I don't even know what they call them, but it would have been free. I would have had some change left, but of course I don't think they give back change. But even after taxes. But you know what I'm saying. I bought those 3 pair of 99-cent stocks. Hopefully these won't have a hole as soon as I buy them. I'm not going to buy them at the other place. The other places I bought, they just turn out to be crap. Of course, 99-cent socks, what do you expect, right? I would expect them not to fall apart the first first time I use them. Yeah, not good. I just went, turn light, it went from green to yellow to red so fast. I was like, oh my goodness. I just got up to it and I was, boom, yellow. Oh my goodness. And then there was a big bus, city bus, that had turned right there. Luckily, it had moved over. Anyway, real life happens in the middle of a video. I thought I'd give those clips. I think I want to just keep adding clips to the beginning of the video One of the things I've noticed across these years, and I've said this in videos, for those of you who do YouTube videos, anytime a video, it seems like, is shared on Facebook, this has been my experience. I have more than one YouTube channel. my original one started 5.5 years ago, and I have seen this consistently. Like if it's a shopping video, depends on which ones, but usually, yeah, if it's a shopping video, and when it's shared, it will only, for what happens to me, what is that it will only report, like, say around 15%, give or take, of time watched. Now that might be that they only watch 15% consistently over 5.5 years. You hear sarcasm in my voice, right? Never seen anything that consistent. And that kind of video. Then more, like I do, different types of videos, but say one more about highly sensitive people, people with empathy, people something like that. It would be 2 minutes. It would be 1.5 minutes. And then on my other topic, which is about toxic people, it's going to be 2 minutes. Average. Over all these years. Consistently. Strange, isn't it? So too. Yeah, you know how that would match, that would mess up the, what is it called? The average time watch, the time that people stay watching your channel. Yeah, that kind of messes stuff up. And of course, the only thing that I could do to, then you got your watch time. I haven't been able to reach that. If all my channels were together, yeah, probably. But I have different topics. But I haven't been able to reach that watch time. But if I realize my videos have always consistently been too short. All these years. I mean, I remember at first, I didn't like doing, when I first started using my phone, I should say, I didn't like making videos over 3 minutes, because after 3 minutes, my phone would kind of mess up, and then it was an older phone. I have a newer one since then, of course, but, of course, like I said, if everybody does, they don't, but, yeah, that phone, I couldn't edit as like I can on this one, and this one isn't all that great. I had to get a program because they took the editor off of my cell phone. Didn't ask me if they could do that, but they did when they updated it. Yeah. But anyway, with videos being consistently too short, like around 3 minutes, yeah, that was never going to happen. And I had this thing about not putting up more than 1 or maybe 2 videos a day, and when I felt like it, now I don't really feel like it. I might have them that I could do it, but I just don't feel like it. It's kind of like lost interest, because seriously, all that I went through, and then you see people who, I don't even think they do anything to theirs, and they do it. I do wonder. I really do wonder about this, because I can't see people other than like a select few when I do searches. And the only way I ever see certain people who do videos is if I see them on somebody else's video. Seriously. Like people who do shout outs, they do shout outs, or they let people do shout outs on their channels. That's the only way I ever see those kinds of channels. Seriously. And I have a thing about that, and I think some of you know, because I don't like, feeling like I'm taking or trying to take somebody else's viewers, and I know that they don't belong to them, the people, their subscribers, they don't belong to them. I hate that whenever somebody says, my subscribers, my. No, they're not yours. They're not property that you do not own them. But if you've ever had somebody do that purposefully, as I did when I first started YouTubing, being a YouTuber, content creator, yeah, and you have had somebody who did that to you and other people, ruin the whole feel to it, for not just you, like I said, other people too. But even if it was just for you, the people who are copycats, the people who steal your, purposely go and try to get your subscribers to go to their channel, and they make long videos, hour long or so, and that's how much time does somebody have to watch videos every day? and they'll make them every day, one or two. You see what I'm saying? There's actually, I've seen a channel recently where somebody was putting that off, two people, putting that off as that, you know, in a conversation like that was just normal, but they weren't pointing that out. It was just, you know what I'm saying? Like it's already a norm, so everybody knows it, that it's great to go and steal somebody else's, you know, ideas, steal their, like I said, you don't own the subscribers. But that's the mentality they have, is that just go take somebody else's, you know, some smaller channels. And it was directed at smaller channels. Okay, some people want to put out there that it's the small channels that steal the ideas from the large one. Flip it. Flip that whole thought. Flip it around. Yep, it's the larger ones in my view. And what I have seen over these 5.5 years, it's the larger channels that steal from the smaller channels. Okay, their ideas, they come in and they, God, ridiculous. People are ridiculous. These kinds of people, to me, they're filth. Seriously, honestly, this is a filth. Okay, it is. People who have that mentality that this is what they should do to advance themselves, whatever it takes. Go out there. No. Yeah. Lowest life form. Yeah. Seriously. You know, low life does not mean low class. Low life form, yes. Who do this? I have raged a battle since I first got on YouTube making videos about this type. And I know some people don't like to hear about drama. Too bad it happens. Now move along if you don't like it. Move along. Okay, anyway. I just went with the flow. Go with the flow. Stream of consciousness. Go with the flow. Train of thought. Just went in that direction. Maybe I feel like venting today. It could be that pain that I'm in. At least I like to stop every once in a while and be able to shift my weight a little bit so it won't feel so bad. But sitting in the house after having hurt my knee and being in the house, Adam had to take care of me. He stepped up to the plate. He wasn't the greatest. I know at some point it was kind of funny. Some point, I mean, I could walk, but use a cane, but it's painful, you know, because I fell so hard. And at one point, I remember, I think I must have been taking, you know, Tylenol. I didn't take Tylenol every time because I don't like to take that, you know, medication so much. But yeah, the last few days I did because I see why. But anyway, that one time I was in the kitchen. He had walked out to walk the dogs or something, and I guess I had gone to the kitchen to get myself something to drink. He had been bringing those to me, but I wanted to move so I didn't stiffen up, you know. I'm not a healthcare professional, so don't mind me. I could be wrong about that. But anyway, I was in the kitchen, and I was cleaning that freaking kitchen. I couldn't stand it any longer. I'm not a neat freak. Trust me, I am by no means a neat freak. But I couldn't handle it. And he came in, and I wasn't being mean or rude, but I'd let him know. I said, you know, you have to have a clean workspace. I didn't talk down to him like he was a child, nothing like that. I just kind of mumbled it, you know, not in a mean way. But he didn't say anything. He kind of, I guess, kind of laughed because he knows himself. He knows that he's not one to really be much of a caregiver and a homemaker, not at all. And so when he had to step up to the plate, yeah, you know, he did step up to the plate. He didn't have to, of course. There was a time before for 2.5 years, and some of you know that story about a medication I was on. But he couldn't handle it for too long. So anyway, I was in that kitchen that day in the middle of all this, cleaning that friggin' stove top, couldn't stand it. You know, putting dishes in the dishwasher. He had cleaned it out at least. And I put those, organized. He's not that good at that. He can't figure out how do you organize one without, you know, everything coming out dirty and, you know, stuff like that. But I just went with the flow with that one too. But you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up and figure out why my memory on my cell phone never seems to have much memory left. I don't know what it is. It used to not be this way, but who knows? Anyway, going to go ahead and wrap this up. Like I said, I went to CVS and I did take some pictures of the Easter section as I was walking in. And I've heard, I don't know for a fact, I'm not a healthcare professional, that walking around, would do some stimulation to the knee, could help with endorphins or something. I don't know what it was. To help a little bit, we heard this before, I think, but so I took some pictures of the Easter stuff while I was in there, and so I'll put that. You'll probably have already seen it by now, if I remember to put it in the front. But I need to start putting it in the front, because putting it in the back, it just doesn't work right. And some people don't like my vlogs. Well, too bad. But it's easier for me to put them in the front, the clips and stuff, and to add the music from the front than it is from the end. So anyway, wrapping this up. Like I said, I'll talk to you on another video.